Now, next up is a movie called Frankie Freako, right? Frankie Freako. It's from
Yep.
the director of PG Psycho Gorman. All three of us really love PG Psycho Gorman, specifically Eric Holmes and Bruce Perky. I think Bruce Perky even purchased a couple of memorabilia items from PG Psycho Gorman. He's that
Yeah.
much
And I'll
in
probably purchase more from this one as well.
Yes, and the movie is written and directed by Steven Kostanski. Yes, the aforementioned director from PG Psycho Gorman. What is Frankie Freako about? Look, it says here, workaholic yuppie Connor Sweeney has a dilemma. No one in his life respects him. Not his boss, not his work co-workers, not even his wife. She thinks he's a square. So then what happens is he gets out of his lifelong rut when he channel surfs and catches a bizarre ad for a party hotline hosted by a strange dancing goblin called Frankie Freako. Now, within this Frankie Freako universe, Connor is immediately immersed in it. I have no idea what happens. Eric Holmes has seen it. Eric, your review and further plot explanation behind Frankie Freako.
Further plot explanation, can't do it.
Okay. Fair.
Review. I'll see what I can muster here. This movie's insane. Did you ever watch Garbage Pail Kids when it came out?
No, just a documentary.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's the movie Garbage Pail Kids. Now, kind of close your eyes for a second and imagine. I'm going to see if I can paint you a picture. Imagine if Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, was good. And now, dump a bunch of meth on that movie, and then you have Frankie Freak. Everyone calls Connor a square, and his wife is like really into guns for some reason. His boss. So his boss is the Adam Brooks, the dad from Psycho Gorman. He's just as funny as in this, but he's Connor's boss. I'm just gonna go all over the place with this. Connor has like a presentation he's got to make. His boss comes up and he's like, "Hey, yeah, I want to talk about that presentation. You might want to spice it up a bit." And he's like, "Why is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's very dull." And he's like, "You don't know what you're talking about." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Well, I'm just saying this presentation. If you knock it out of the park, a promotion could be in the deal for you." And it's like, "Okay, cool." He goes talks to his wife, and she's like, "Yeah, you're boring. That thing's boring. Sorry, I love you, but them's the breaks." And at night, he's not even watching TV. It's just kind of on. And then the Frankie Freako. Remember they had those late night sex ads? It's kind of one of those things. He's at the board meeting or the presentation, and it's about as boring as you can imagine it would be. Or as boring as everyone said it would be. He looks at someone's head and starts like morphing around and like starts flashing. It was like kind of looks like Frankie Freako. And he's like, ah, and he just starts screaming and just freaking out and basically destroys the presentation. They get done. He's like, oh, I blew it. His boss comes in. He's like, Connor, we got to talk. In all my years in working in this business, that was by far the greatest presentation I've ever seen. It was masterful. Anyway, it goes on. He ends up calling the 1-900 number. So when he calls the number, then is Frankie Freako and then two other Freakos. I can't remember their names. One just keeps saying Shabadoo the whole time. And they just... they start turning... Like, Connor wakes up the next day and he forgets everything that happens. But he sees his house is destroyed. But they just wrote... Like they like spray paint on the walls, but they just spray paint like butt. I'm not even cleaning it up because it's a family show. Let's
just say B-U-T without the other T.
The kids know what a butt is. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting it. Yeah.
The drinks they have, it's unclear if it's a soda or beer, but it's called Fart Classic. The Connor wakes up and he's like, what? Oh, God, I drink some of this? I guess it's not that bad. He's like, oh, and then it zooms in. It's like with caffeine.
Yeah.
And so basically the whole movie is them, like Connor learning how to be more of a party animal and Frankie Freako learning how to be kinder to people. And they all become friends along the way, especially later on when they meet other Freakos. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling on.
What did you love about Frankie Freako in your rating?
I love everything about this movie.
Well, you love Gremlins. That's your favorite movie. So is there sort of a parallel there?
Yeah, there's some. So like Frankie Freako and the effects in this are really bad, but like I think on purpose.
Yeah.
They look like pretty simple puppets or whatever. Kind of like the Garbage Pail Kids, the movie that I mentioned. But that's kind of the charm in this. I think Psycho Gorman had so like the brain, the kid that turned into the brain. It looks like an obvious puppet, but you still kind of roll with it. Yeah, this is 6.9 all the way. I kind of wish I was taking mushrooms. Actually, Bruce suggested it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Okay, six.
I think I might have freaked out on this. Oh, the portobellos is what I meant to say, but yeah, this is. I really need to watch Steve Costanzi's movie The Void. I still have not watched that, and I don't know why. Because Psycho Gorman is awesome. This is awesome. He's certainly got the pulse of me. He makes movies I like. So I did Leprechaun Returns. Should watch that. I need to watch everything he's done.
So that is Frankie Freako. Eric Holmes gave it 6.9 stars, and that is in select theaters October 4th. Your review was all over the place, Eric, because you love this movie so much. I think you were just pretty much gobsmacked by the entire film.
I cannot imagine watching this in theaters. I hope it's playing near me.
Oh, geez.
I have to watch this in a theater.
No, you don't have time to drive out to theater. Where there might be a theater that might be an hour away. You don't have time for that, Eric. Come on.
I might have to suck it up and do it because the thing is, this movie's so insane, and I've watched it once already. So I will sit in the front row and just turn around. I'm not even going to watch the movie. I'm just going to turn around and watch the audience watch the movie.
That's hilarious. All right, again, at 6.9 stars, Eric Holmes, Frankie Freako.